for starting a couple of minutes late, so I'm getting everything fired up right now, and let's jump right on and do some more PowerShell. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to pick up where we left off yesterday. Yesterday, what we messed with a bunch of logs. So let's jump in with that. So what I'm doing is I'm firing up PowerShell. Let me do my screen share. Let me spin this up. And I think I have a live stream going right now. Fire this up for some students who are hanging out. All right, looks like we're in business. Okay, guys, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to CD C drive, a screen, and I'm going to create a PowerShell directory. I'm pretty sure I've already got it. So let me CD into my PS directory. Okay, so what you'd be doing is you'd be doing this step, creating the PS directory, but I'm just going to CD into it since I've already got it created. And now what I'm going to do, let me fix this over here so it's a little easier to see. There you go. Put that like that. Should be a little easier now, yeah? Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to do this new object, system.net web client. This trick is surprisingly cool. You're going to be blown away at how often this is used. So right here, new object, system.net.web client, download file, then the link for whatever you want to download. This is so commonly used. Ton of malware uses this. There we go. To download this pastebin file, the file contains a log. Now, just nice and handy, I'll grab one more log file. So I'll grab another log file. There we go. Now, let's go ahead and let's do a select string. Select string is kind of like the PowerShell version of grep. So if you take a look at what I'm doing, I'm saying, hey, I want you to select this string, and I'm looking for this. So that's what I'm looking for, and I'm looking for it inside of that Cisco log file. So it prints out every IP address, right, in the log file that had that IP address. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to format it a little bit more using pipe select line. So if you notice now it's much cleaner. Looks a little bit more organized, much cleaner. Definitely like this with the whole select line. Really like that. Okay. Let's say you're in Linux, and in Linux, one of the things that you do is you often like WC-L, where you like word count, space, and say -L for count the number of lines. So I'll do the same thing, but this time what I'm going to do is I'm going to do that select string and say select line, but also do measure object. So instead of WC-L, measure object. Now, I know you're kind of like, Joe, that's kind of counterintuitive, but I literally taught myself PowerShell by saying, well, what are the things that I do in Linux? So these are things that I do, right? I grep through lots of log files. I search for stuff inside of log files. I count stuff inside of log files. Those are pretty common sysadmin tasks for me. So that's the stuff that I'm doing inside of files all the time. Maybe you want to do something like this. So I'm doing a select string, but this time I'm actually going to do a regex. So I'm doing a regex for something that's 1 to 3 digits long. See that? So it needs to be numbers, right? And another 1 to 3 numbers, right? I want to expand the property and expand the property value, object and unique it, and then measure the object. So how many of these unique cases where inside of this I had this particular expanded property value? It's a good way to do all the same things like sort, unique, awk, all the things that I do in Unix. So for those of you guys who've taken my Unix classes, I do the same thing, right? Lots of sed and awk and grep and all that kind of stuff. Same sort of thing. So I'll do the same thing here. I'm looking for individual IP addresses. I want to sort them, unique them, right? So now through this log file, this is the number of unique IP addresses that I've got, right? So like I said, same types of tasks that you'd be performing inside of Linux and Unix, you can do them with PowerShell as well. For me, this was huge. Being able to switch from PowerShell to Python and Python back to PowerShell. At first, it was a little counterintuitive. It was a little hard for me. I've never really been a Windows programmer, so it was a little hard for me. But after a while, you start to pick it up. It's just one of those things where you kind of have to be around it, right? Now, you can also do the same thing. Like in Unix, you do a sort -rn, reverse numeric sort. You can say sort count -des to put it in a descending order. So the line that had the highest hit count will be at the top. The line that had the lowest hit count can be at the bottom. Same sort of thing. Same sort of thing. All right. Well, guys, I'm sorry we started a little bit late today. I'm going to finish it up right there. And you guys can use the same pastebin that we've been using. We're going to be doing this every day this week. I've got another appointment I've got to get going to at 12:30, so I'm going to finish it up. But we're going to keep doing live streams every week, and I'll keep trying to give you guys more helpful tips. I hope this helps you out.